Thank you, Mr. Chair. My amendment is pretty straightforward. It would exempt crimes related to sexual assault from being removable from state court to federal court. As we've talked about all morning, this bill before us would essentially grant a president immunity for any crime, even at the state level, through allowing him to remove all state cases to federal court where they would be categorically dismissed, including sexual assault and abuse. No one should ever get a pass for sexual abuse. I think it's especially important that we exempt sexual assault from the list of crimes a president can get a carte blanche for, because obviously sexual abuse is not an essential part of the duties of a president of the United States. And frankly, if a president abuses, he is seen as the most powerful man in the country. And it's critical that he be held accountable by a jury of his peers. 1 in 5 American women face an attempted sexual abuse or rape over the course of their lifetimes. Over 80% of American women, and over 40% of American men face some kind of sexual assault or harassment in their life. So what message does it send to women and girls and any crime victim if we sit here and tell them, hey, we're here for you, we're tough on crime, we're gonna hold people accountable, we'll go after your attackers, unless, of course, they are federal officials. Then they should get a pass. This is a chilling message to send to young girls and women across this country. We know that our colleagues across the aisle spend a lot of time talking about tackling violent crime. But it has become clear to me that they only mean violent crime committed by some of individuals perpetrated against other individuals that they deem more important. We should be doing everything in our power to protect these potential victims and not create carve-outs for their powerful and well-connected abusers. Every single member in this room right now can show solidarity with victims of sexual assault by supporting this very straightforward and simple amendment, and telling women and girls across this country, and again, young boys and all the men who have also been sexually abused and harassed, that we see you, that we have your back, and we will do what we can to protect you no matter how powerful your abuser is. We can do this right now. This is straightforward. It is not complicated. You know, and I often think about what is my role in this committee? Because I am not an attorney, but it was important that we have voices in this room that are representing regular people back home that want to make sense of what we're doing or not doing. And they don't understand why something so straightforward like this, we can't even get agreement on. No man should be above the law. And when we're talking about sexual abuse and harassment, something that touches so many women in this country, so many families, so many communities that are shattered by this, it is unconscionable that we would imagine for a moment that it is right to essentially give a free pass to any elected official, and of course, a president or a vice president. We have a responsibility in this room to give voice to those Americans who can't be in this room, who don't get to sit in these seats, who want to understand that we actually have their best interests in mind. So I urge my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to support this amendment. It makes sense, it is the right thing to do, and I see no reason why anyone would stand in opposition to this amendment. I yield back.